Right now, I think that's close to $20,000. This $20,000, it feels a whole lot in my hand.
I know what's on your mind.
All right, welcome to the first episode of Raja Car Talks. So I think the entire concept of Raja Car Talks is going to be discussing different things that we can do or different business ideas. We may have some guests sometimes that we can maybe talk on certain topics, or we may have some semi-successful to super successful people in Raja Car Talks as well. So we can maybe see how they got to the point, where they got to the point and what happened and whatnot. So today, however, I think this episode is going to start off with my personal favorite: why traders are going to stay poor, why traders will never win, why traders will continue to lose day after day, month after month, year after year, and certain key concepts that are going to keep you really running towards that goal that you want to be a successful trader. So we're going to go over those things there. So I think the first thing is very, very, very important. I think the most important concept is education. Like a lot of people, I think it's an asinine concept of people saying that, oh, you know what, I don't need any course, I don't need any education, I can just go learn from YouTube and I can be successful. How does that work? How has that ever has worked for anyone? I'm a multi-million-dollar trader, and I can tell you from my own experience that I took a course as well. From my own perspective as a multi-million-dollar trader, I do agree with education. I do agree with courses, but you really have to vet the person that you're going to try to learn from. I took a course myself as well when I first started. So my story was very simple. I started with $200. I deposited that money in an account. Obviously, in 2 weeks, that money was gone. $200 just went away, and when that money went away, I realized that, okay, you know what, maybe I need to learn. Maybe I need to get some sort of education or some sort of guidance on how to trade properly. Never knew bikers could bike here in the middle of the road in Dubai. So I knew that I needed some sort of information, and that's what I did. I was like, okay, you know what, who can I get information from? So there were two people who I shortlisted within my community, right? One person was a marketer. He had a golden Lamborghini, talked about how they're making this money, how they're making that money, never really explaining the concepts, never really explaining why the trade is taken. Mostly it was like, later on I realized it was just multi-level marketing or signals. And second person was someone who was taking trades, who was posting those trades on Instagram and then explaining why those trades were taken. I'm like, okay, you know what? This is something I need to know. I don't need to spoon-fed, because all my life I haven't been spoon-fed at all. I haven't been spoon-fed. I don't have family money. I don't have any inheritance, nothing. Because throughout my life, I haven't been spoon-fed. Everything that I have, my family has, we have earned through hard work. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually learn how to take a trade. I didn't want to know how someone's taking signals and how someone to tell me where to buy or where to sell. What if the guy dies tomorrow? Then what am I going to do? Am I going to find someone else with a golden Lamborghini or with 6, 7 fucking cars to tell me where to take a buy or sell? What if he dies? What's going to happen next? What am I going to do next? So those things, I started to question myself that, man, listen, I need to learn this concept. I need to learn to trade for myself. And that's what I did. I took that course. That course was about $350. That was one of the best investments I ever made in my trading career. And that $350 has now made me a multi-millionaire businessman. I have multiple businesses, multiple properties across multiple countries, and multi-million trading accounts. It's no problem at this point. Now, the second thing is when you start chasing. The second thing, when people are chasing money, and the biggest concept now about chasing money is funding programs. It's so hilarious. Like, you have new traders, you have traders who have absolutely no idea about how to trade, absolutely no clue. They're like, okay, you know what, I'm going to give some company $500 and I'm going to be able to trade with a $50,000 account, or I'm going to be able to trade with a $100,000 account. And let alone the drawdown on that account is even more than the money you have in your bank account. It's absolutely amazing. But the reasons people give me how funding challenges, they will work and they're going to become these successful traders and they're going to scale it up to a multi-million-dollar funding account. What happens when you lose 10%? You get to $1 million funding account as a new trader by accident, or by discipline or whatever you want to make yourself believe. You lose 10%. boom, your account's gone. They take away your account, man. That's it. It's done. Isn't it better to build your own account? Now, I understand that some people don't have the means to do it. Some people don't have the funds to do it. For them, I have a suggestion. And this suggestion I have given time and time again to a lot of different people, and a lot of different people have taken this advice and they have been successful at funded accounts. They have withdrawn money from those accounts, and then they've put that money towards their trading accounts, and now they are full-time traders. So this advice is very simple. This is what you got to do. If you have $500 or $1,000, right? Nothing less than that, just stop thinking about trading. Trading's not going to work. It's going to be very, very difficult for you. You have a $500 or $1,000 account. This is what you got to do. Put that $500 in a trading account. Build that account. Build that account to, let's say, $1,000, $1,500. It may take you 3 months, may take you 4 months to build that account with discipline, not by accident. Accidents happen when, you know, you trade the news, or you over risk, you over leverage, you make quick money really fast. Also remember, quick money moves quick too. The faster you make money, the faster you let it go. Happens in the market all the time. I've seen this happen to guys all the time. You know, they make these quick big returns, and then a week later they're like, oh man, I blew my account, man. I don't know what to do. I blew my account. It's not there. I mean, I'm devastated. I'm sad. You know, like things are not working out for me, because you over risked and you make that accidental huge gain, and now that gain's gone. So grow your account. Grow your account to, let's say, 1,000 to 1,500. Withdraw that 1,500, or even withdraw that 1,000, withdraw that 500, and put that amount towards the funding account. Now, when you do that, what you've done is you've proven to yourself that you are a successful trader, because you're disciplined, you're consistent, and you can manage risk. If you can do these 3 things on your small account, it's going to take time, man. It's going to take time. Listen, for you to have a $50,000 account, or for you to have a $100,000 account, it's not about paying money for it. You got to be able to work for it. You got to be able to prove to yourself that you can do this, that it's possible for yourself as a trader and as a person. Right? Because, man, listen, you can get everything done with money these days. These days, you can give money to like a corrupt police officer. They're going to let you go with no repercussions. You know, here you can give money to a funded account company, and they're going to give you $50,000 account. It's easy this way, but you have to earn it. How are you going to earn it? You're going to earn it by proving to yourself that you are a successful trader, that you were able to withdraw money from your own traded account and put that towards the funding account, because now you got the funded account, knowing that you can trade. You're consistent, because once you're consistent, you can start to make money, you can start to withdraw money from that company, and things are going to go well for you overall. Overtrading is the biggest one. I was with my friend yesterday, Abdullah Harfouchi, EA economy leader, great guy, amazing person, amazing trader overall, does a lot of work, really passionate about his work, man. We're talking about the same things. We're talking about overtrading. There are only 2 ways you're going to lose money in the markets. It's over risking and overtrading. That's it. There's no other way. It's crazy. If you think about it, man, it's nuts. There's no other way that you're going to lose money. And like, if you only focus on those 2 things, if you focus on overtrading because you're like, oh well, market moves all the time, why am I missing moves in London session when I only trade New York session? Why am I missing moves in New York session when I only trade in London session? Makes no sense. I gotta make money all the time. And once you start going into that mentality, I gotta trade all the time because price is moving all the time, that's overtrading. You're gonna go in overdrive. You're not gonna go to the fucking gym 4 or 5 hours a day because you're gonna get muscles really quick. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna say, okay, you know what? I'm only gonna go to the gym maybe 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, and that's it. And then I'm gonna think about my workout for the next day. I'm gonna plan my workout for the next day, and I'm gonna go demolish that workout. Trading works the same way, bro. Trading works the same way. You trade one day, you focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. 1 or 2 trades a day. Psychologically, humans are only capable of making 1 or 2 emotional decisions in a day. And any decision you make around trading that involves money, that's an emotional decision that you're taking. You can't take any more emotional decisions. Once you go into the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th trade, all rationales of trading, all rationales about logical judgments around money and trading and risk management and analysis, it all goes out the window. It all goes out the window. There's no reason for you to trade anymore. So 1 or 2 trades a day. The best thing I learned from one of a really good trader I know, Ted, one of my mentors, really good friend and business friends as well, he only used to trade once or twice a day. in gold back when we started trading. And man, like I used to look at that and I'm like, man, this guy's only taking 1 or 2 trades for an hour a day, 2 hours a day. And here I'm sitting from pre-New York all the way to London close 4 or 5 hours. And I'm like, I should be making more money. I should be getting more wins, but I wasn't getting more wins. Why? Because I think I was doing something wrong. And when I looked at his results, he was taking 1 or 2 trades a day and he was making wins day after day after day after day. And I'm losing day after day after day after day. Well, I may win earlier in the session, and then I would just, in my conquest of making more wins and making more trades, I was just giving that money away to the markets. And that happens to a lot of you guys watching right now. You guys just at the end of the day, give money away, give money back to the markets, you know? And that's when I realized that let's try this 1 trade a day thing. And things started to change. Things do change, man. Things can change for you. Things change for me. Things change for a lot of people I know. I mean, I can't talk about other people. I can only talk about myself. I focused on discipline. I focused on risk management. I focused on, consistency. Most of all, I focused on withdrawing small, tiny amounts, because a lot of times, we get caught up in this thing about compounding. I got to compound my account to thousands and 100,000 and multi-millions, man. It's all good when you're compounding. But the main thing is, even while you're compounding, you have to withdraw some amount, because when you withdraw that certain amount, the small amount, let's say like $10, $12, $20, when that hits your bank account, that's real. That's real money that you can pull out of your bank, have it in your hand, and then spend it on something. Because man, trust me, money in your hand, it feels a whole lot more when you have money in your trading account. Let me give you an example, right? So I got maybe, I got like maybe 65,000 dirhams right now. I think that's close to $20,000. This 20,000, it feels a whole lot in my hand than it does in my trading account. And a lot of us know that. So we need to consistently withdraw smaller amounts so it feels real. So we can say, okay, you know what? This is the money I withdraw from the markets. And when I withdraw this money from the markets, this is real. I can use for real life stuff. And that's where you got to change your mentality. Because once you start changing your mentality, things are going to start to happen. It's like going to the gym, man. You go to the gym, you start changing your diet, you start to see changes in your body. I think the closing statement here should be, for today's talk should be to maybe just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's it. Just focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. See yourself as a successful trader and think about what successful traders are going to do. Successful traders don't get emotional. Successful traders don't get agitated when they take a loss, because whenever you take a loss, let's say in a business loss is a learning experience. You're learning from that, right? A trading loss is the same thing. Trading is a business. It involves money. So a trading loss is a learning experience, and you got to learn from that loss, because that same opportunity is going to happen again. And when that happens again and you're ready for that, you've learned from that, you identify that, and you're like, okay, you know what? I saw this happen before, and I see this happening again, so maybe I got to be cautious here a little bit. So take care, and hope this is well. We're going to see you in the next episode of Raja Car Talks. Take care.